In today's video, I'm going to be talking you through every single shot I hit over the next 4 holes. And also, I wanted to kind of half review a new golf ball that's come out. It's the Taylormade Tour Response. All I'm seeing all over my Instagram is how well this golf ball lines up to the hole. Woo! Okay, how? Can't even hold it, it's just so cold. How does it actually perform on the golf course? Do I really notice a difference? And I spoke to the pro in the pro shop, and he just kind of said, well, it's like the Strixon AD 333. So it's not a Pro V1 or a Pro V1X comparison, but it's kind of like your mid-range soft ball. I've got it back in my hand now. The yellow line goes all the way around the ball. It's quite a thick line. It's weird. It's quite weird looking. So I'm going to see how this affects, if at all, the way I play. Will I line up every single shot? When it sits on a bit of an angle, how will that affect my eyes when I'm trying to line up to the golf shot as well? Will that even make a bit of a difference? But I can kind of see why they've done it. Let's be fair, it's a great marketing device. Oh look, we've got a really thick line on our golf ball, let's shout and rave about it. So I mean, marketing geniuses at Taylormade, let's be fair. So let's see how it actually performs on the golf course. And is it a golf ball I would game? Based on what I've been told, no, because it's not a Pro V1, it's not something that I would use, it's not soft enough. Is it a good golf ball for your club golfer? And in terms of price point, are there cheaper golf balls out there that do exactly the same or even better? So it's interesting to see how it kind of fits within a golf club environment. But we're going to play 4 holes. I'm going to talk you through every single shot because this is a really hilly golf course with lots of undulating lies, ball below the feet, ball above the feet. It's quite windy. We're at the top of a hill, so we're very exposed to the elements. So it's going to take a lot of shot making throughout this video. I've actually never played here before, so I don't really know where I'm going, but this hole looks nice and straight. It's a par 5 straight down to the red flag, thread it in between the bunkers. I saw the 6th hole when I was on the 4th tee, so that's a par 3, gorgeous looking par 3, so stay tuned for that especially. Right, I'm going to hit a draw off the right bunkers. I feel like I've got the draw swing going today. I must have had a good night's sleep. I'm feeling flexible. Slight pull, but I think it's okay, it's fine. It's kind of over the left, oh there it is, yeah, it's bouncing twice, 3 times, yeah. It's over the left bunker, so it looks okay. It was a bit of a closed face pull, but one of the things I always try and set with the driver, I always try and make sure my ball position's correct, always try and get this kind of spine angle tilt slightly to the right of the golf ball, so I'm always working back up onto the ball as I'm hitting it. And for me, is when I'm trying to hit a bit of a draw, I need to feel like I'm trying to hit that shape so I can keep the club shallow into the ball. Let's go attack the next shot. Right, so we're in the left side of the fairway. You might be able to tell on the camera the slope goes this way, so it's going to be ball below my feet, which makes the ball generally move from left to right, or for me, as an inside to out golfer, makes me push the ball quite a lot. However, the wind is coming from right to left. And I've also got a tree in my way, which will be quite interesting. This is what I love about golf courses back in the UK compared to Dubai. Everything's so different, so unique. We've got so many different lies. The fairway, let's be fair, it's definitely not perfectly manicured for the European Tour standard, but it's lovely. I love this sort of environment to be playing golf in again. I can't quite make the flag out because of the tree, but I've chosen a mound to the right side of the flag, or where I think is the right side of the flag, and it's 200 yards. So for me, I feel like with the ball being below my feet, I want to really make sure I can control the club face through impact. That is the key for me. So I would actually try not to hit the ball as hard and focus on face control on the way down. I feel like I could probably sling a 6-iron in there, but because I'm trying to hit it a bit harder, if I spin out of it a little bit too early, I'm going to really block it to the right. And really looking at where the slopes are, missing right is the worst miss because I've got a huge uphill to the green. Whereas if I miss left, it looks a bit tight in regards to how thick the rough is going to be. That's only if I go 20-30 yards left. So I'm actually going to hit a 5-iron. I'm going to go middle of my stance and I'm going to hit it with a bit more of a punch style shot. So really with the ball below my feet, I'm going to exaggerate my posture a little bit more. I'm going to bend my knees a little bit more into the setup position. I often just load this left hip over this left foot as well. It's going to help me get the compression that I need for the strike. The line on the golf ball is kind of on a weird angle, so the yellow line is pointing me to the right, which I don't like. So I actually now, when I set up to this is where it's quite off-putting. If your instincts want to set up to the straight lines. That's what you do on the green when you're putting. That's what I do on the tee when I'm hitting my driver. But now this line is pointing me 50 yards right at the target. So I've kind of got to go against the lines, which, I mean, that's just my brain working. You know, if something wants to point me over there, I'm going to instinctively set up to it. So I'm going to have to really try and erase that from my brain, pick my point. So I'm aiming just right of the green because I'm expecting a little draw back. That's what I am still playing for, but more of a controlled draw. So as you can see, ball position in the centre, left hip forward into my left side. Turn a bit more, turn a bit more. I think that's pretty good, you know. It's just stayed on that mound to the right. Didn't quite turn enough. The strike wasn't perfect. It was a little bit skinny, a little bit thin, but not massively thin, but it wasn't pure, you know what I mean? All right, so you can see just short-sided myself, but it's not too bad actually. But this is why I think this is going to be quite a cool vlog, because every single shot is going to be it's going to take so much imagination to hit these little intricate shots. So I want to come in relatively high. Where I'm stood now is about 2/3 of the way to the flag, and then it should just release at the green. The greens have been quite firm on the bounce, which again, being based in Dubai, where the greens are quite receptive, it's quite a weird feeling. So grass looks nice. Just going to try and go in with the face angle relatively shallow, low here, and then just pick it off the ground. So I'm going to create some added height through technique or through swing path, I should say. Face angle is not really open too much. Got a chance of birdie though. And that is the issue. Right, let's come right back to my feet. Literally. Okay, game plan doesn't change. Stick with it. It was a poor strike, slight deceleration. Got to be more aggressive there. That was poor. That's the one. Stop. Should be a par. Disappointing, but after a bad shot, what I tried not to do was panic and hit a different type of shot. I chose the right shot. I just didn't play it very well at all. Right, so this is where the line on the golf ball is probably where it's designed, what it's designed for. Lining it up. Now I do that anyway. With the Pro V1, I'd use the writing anyway. So this is no different. I'm using the Taylormade writing here. Got this aiming just inside left edge. Yeah, decent strike. Felt good. It's a disappointing par, isn't it, at the end? But you know what? Recovery was good. We'll move on to the next. The next looks cracking. Into wind, downhill par 3. Whew. Okay, so 141 yards to the flag. I've kind of used, I don't go with the tee when I'm this close because I like to try and feel the strike. I like to try and feel the compression in the ball. Now it's straight into wind, so if it's a 141 yard shot into wind, let's say it's playing 155 with the wind, but it's dropping downhill. Now, the back to basics, brilliant this little thing. It's got a little mode where I can cheat. Mode 3 will tell me how far downhill it is. All right, so it's playing 131 with the slope. So with the wind added back on, it's playing about 145. I'm going to go with a 9 iron. Now in the tournaments that I play in, you can't use the slope. You can only use the actual yardage to the flag. But again, if you're playing kind of weekend tournaments, then it's perfect for it, isn't it? It tells you exactly how far down it is. So it's 141 to the flag in distance, plays 131 with the slope. With the wind that I'm adding on, I put it back up to 145, which is a perfect 9 iron. So I'm just going to hit this full. The only way this can go over the back of the green is if that wind drops. How many times has that happened? Heartbreaking. Right, so I hit a little draw, so I'm going to aim just right at the flag. Again, I never aim at the flags because I don't hit the golf ball straight. I hit the ball with a little bit of a draw usually. So just right at the ball, flag. I feel like I've hit that a bit high and the wind's going to affect it a lot more than I've allowed for. Oh no, it's good. It's okay. It's pretty much pin high. Okay, a nice little tee shot. just probably on the wrong side of this slope, but it's not too bad. Such small greens, not used to the greens being this small either. Obviously in Dubai they're about 14 times the size. Okay, I'm going to line that writing and the line and the dots and all sorts on this golf ball, line it up to my target. I've got this going left to right, up the slope, and then it's not on the right angle now. There we go. Up the slope, and then it's going to go left to right, and then it might go right to left side. Don't want to overread it though, the green, because the green's not like super fast. It does affect the brake. It doesn't the brake doesn't affect it much. Hasn't moved enough that way, and it did move right to left at the end. Probably a slight misread on my part there. Just didn't, I thought it was going to do a little bit more of this off this slope, and it kind of held its line quite well. For the ball's perspective, quite well. From my perspective, not well. Right, finish this one off. Stay at level par. Just okay, right, so a 417 yard par 4, but I'll be honest, I haven't got a clue where it goes. I can see like a black and white pole which normally tells you that's the line, but it's way left. It's kind of cut into this left tree, so I feel like it has to veer down to the left hand side, but I can't see over the crest. I literally haven't got a clue. What I am going to use today though, and this is the very first time it's been used, it's my TSI 2 3-wood. It's actually still got the wrapper on. So it's not the right shaft for me. It's the only shaft they had in stock was a stiff shaft. Now I need an X-Flex for the woods. So it's not the right shaft. It is set to the right setting though. I'm going to speak to Titleist and try and get a newer shaft, more suitable shaft. Oh my God, feels like a fishing rod. Jesus, that's not stiff, is it? Right. God knows where this is going to go, but I love the feel on the face. I've gone for the TSI 2, which is the shallower face and bigger head, because it's better for hitting off the ground. Normally I've gone for the kind of smaller, compact, deeper faces for the tee shots, but I've had a little change of heart on this one. Right, because of the shaft, I'm expecting it to do one of two things, which makes it difficult. With a whippier shaft, I'm expecting it to get a little bit stuck behind and block, or if I try and manipulate it too much, sling left. So God knows what's going to happen. I'm going to aim straight at those houses. I know, there's thousands of them, but hey, if I can keep it inside of there, it's not a bad shot. It's slinging. To be fair, it's slinging towards the pole. It's a bit on the toe side. It's gone right round towards the pole. That could literally be the best tee shot of the day, and I didn't intend it. Well, it seems like it was definitely the right place to go anyway. Black and white pole, just behind it is the nice white flag at the bottom of the hill, and my golf ball just to the right. Tactical toe hook, don't mind it. All right, this is a gorgeous backdrop, isn't it? How good does that look? Again, stuff that I just don't see like this in Dubai. So natural, fields, all the yellow flowers at the top. I don't know what they are, daffodils, is it? I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, it's 156 to the flag, but it's 140 playing. So the playing yardage is 140 because of the hill down. Wind slightly off the right, so the flag's at the very, very back, so I do not want to go long here. So I've got wedge. Wedge is about a 135 to 140 shot. The slope on the ground's actually helping me because it's going down towards the target, which means I've got to kind of adjust my body a little bit to the slope. So I'm going to get my weight a little bit more towards the left-hand side so I get the strike. That's actually going to help me de-loft the club face. So in my mind, I feel like I'm probably 5 yards or half a club short with this club, but with the way the slope is, it gives me a little bit more distance because of the launch angle being a bit lower. Now, obviously the fact that the green's below me means the ball should stay in the air a little bit longer. The wind's kind of half helping as well. Downhill, downwind, slightly off the right-hand side. So I'm just aiming in the middle of the green. If I get a little bit of draw, it'll be a great shot. If I stay in the middle of the green, it'll still be a really good shot. So weight slightly forward again, I'll get my left hip over my left foot. All about strike. Just hit a little pull. It's not moving though, which is a good thing. It's pin high, it's a good shot. It's a good shot. I just pulled it a touch, but it's just in between flag and bunker. Oh, I've just seen the next. The next is a glorious par 3 over water. Looking forward to playing that, but first, got this little putt to negotiate. Yeah, it was. But it actually turned, I don't know, it stays pretty straight. Slight right to left up the hill, nothing major in it. Almost kind of read too much into it. It's another par. 3 pars in a row. I'm going to play the last 2 holes. The next looks amazing, so let's try and make birdie. Okay, 170 yards to the flag. 7-iron, going straight at it. Again, with my new yardages, I'm not sure if 170, so 175 was always my old one, 165 with my old clubs with my 8-iron. So technically, based on my fitting, this can go about 185. But I just feel like there's no other way to tell than being on the golf course. So I'm going to hit this full, see where we get to. It's a 170 yard flag. I've hit that, unbelievable. That is all over the flag. Oh my God, that was literally all over the flag. It's the best shot I've hit. That felt unbelievable. Wow. Honestly, part of me wants that to be 10 yards over the flag because that felt so good. Never really got that feedback on the blades. That was just like a rocket. In a good way though, in a controlled rocket. I feel really happy with these new clubs. I feel like they're going to make a massive difference to my consistency of my, not only my distances, but even just on the off-centre hits. That just felt so good. I honestly think it's gone over the green. I hope it has, because then I can kind of figure out how far it goes. And if it goes if it's a 180 yard club, that's absolutely fine. This is what it's all about. It's about learning your distances, and new golf clubs are going to give you new distances. Happy with that. Oh. I honestly, I can go home now. I'm done. That is literally, I'm done. I'm happy. I've not gone home. I want to try and convert. So let's count it. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, which is 8 yards approximately. Flag was 171, so a 179 yard shot. Wind, based on that flag, slightly hurting. Right, so yeah, so 180 yards, maybe half a club longer than my previous clubs. There's the break. Smashed it, didn't I? Absolute cannonball. Okay. Little bit of a not really thinking. Bit of a lapse in concentration there. Obviously, I called it downhill. I spent so much time on the line, I actually just smashed it through the break. There's the slope. Okay. Well, anyway, I'm just living on that 7-iron. I'm just living off that 7-iron. Right, 1 hole to go. Let's go. Always when I'm playing in a brand new golf course, I'll zap absolutely everything. This is a very tricky looking shot because it's a dogleg right and uphill. So to get to that corner is 204, but if I take the corner out, which I think I can do, I can hit a drive 250 right to thread it. So I'm going to try it. These trees, I'm looking at these trees from here and they don't look very thick, so I can't imagine them getting much thicker, and they don't look very thick at that end as well, so I feel like I can definitely get a driver over the top. I've hit the line I wanted to hit it. From the picture I've created in my mind, I think that's a good drive. There's only one way to find out. Whew. I'll tell you something, that's some walk. That is some walk. Right, what have we got here? I'm going to cheat with the slope. 70 yards flag, 80 yards with slope. Slightly downwind as well. So because of the wind, I'm going to go back to playing this like a 70 yard shot. So I feel like the wind's just going to push it a little bit more. It's only 50 to the front of the green, so 60 to the front edge of the green downwind. So anything between the two is a good shot, I feel. So it's just a little pitch really, 60 yard pitch. Sit there. That looks pretty good. That does look good, I'll be honest. Let's finish this on a high. That would be great. That would be great. Oh, there's nothing better than walking up a ridiculous mountain to get to your golf ball and you find it there. That is surely a great way to sign off. Sorry for looking sounding so tired, but I'm shattered. Overall, I'm actually impressed with the golf ball. I love the feel of it. It does feel it feels soft off the face, and it reacts really well on the greens. It reacts very soft on the greens, which is a great thing. And off the tee, it feels solid as well. Doesn't feel like it's going to be spinny, doesn't feel too hard. So it's got a really nice balance. And if you go back to the very start of this video, I honestly didn't expect to feel that way about the golf ball. So Taylormade, massive thumbs up. And because I like it so much, I never give away stuff that I don't like. So you know what? Press the like button, comment in the description below, can I have some balls please? And the winner will be sent 1 dozen Taylormade Tour Response with the big silly yellow line through it. Still not really convinced on that, but the actual ball feel I do really like. So comment in the description below, can I have some balls please? Like the video and you'll be in the draw to win a dozen of these golf balls. Competition will end at the end of May. 31st of May is the deadline. So like the video, comment in the description below, can I have some balls please? And you will be entered into the draw to win a dozen Taylormade Tour Response. Guys, thanks very much for watching. Also, please do hit that subscribe button. And from the fantastic Portmore Golf Club, thank you very much for having me. Loved being back on UK soil, playing a bit of golf in some nice conditions. This has actually been all right. It's only 1 t-shirt and jumper weather, and at some point I felt like I was going to take the jumper off. So that is a positive. Summer is coming. Let's have a great one. Guys, thanks for watching. See you again very soon.